It's good to see you ready to travel the universe. All of these worlds made by others just like you. So much to explore. So much to create. The universe is waiting for you to bring it to life. The stories yet to be told, the games to be made, civilizations and societies to be formed. So, what kind of spark are you? Player, creator, or both? Oh, but whatever you choose, there's a universe of possibilities. Now, how do we begin?
Oh, say that again. I didn't have the volume turned up.
Oh, great. Now just say I'm fine. How are you?
It's a wonderful day. I haven't slept and I'm already drinking coffee. So I've had two, so I'm kind of hyper.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. I don't drink coffee. So I don't have the
You don't
problem.
drink coffee?
No, I don't have the problem with the withdrawal symptoms. I do drink coffee. I drink decaffeinated coffee, but I don't drink caffeine.
I thought people from Europe love coffee.
I do, but I can't. I can't have it, so I don't have it. I had to go through withdrawal symptoms of not having it anymore, and after a week of horrendous headaches, it all went away, and now I can't have coffee, otherwise it will give me an immediate headache. So I can't have caffeine, I can't have Coca-Cola, I can't have tea, and I have to only have decaffeinated stuff. So it's. But hey, such is life.
Maybe that's why I've been getting headaches all the time from drinking coffee. Maybe I should stop too.
Well, if you drink a lot, it will do. But see, people think that coffee is a pick-me-up. It isn't. What it is you're addicted to the caffeine, and the lack of caffeine makes you low. So then you take the caffeine and you feel better. So you think the caffeine is actually helping you when it's actually a withdrawal symptom that you're sorting out. It's evil, coffee.
Is that why I get all shaky and stuff?
Yes, that's exactly why.
Oh no. Well, here's the problem I have. Crap, I'm disconnected from the Project Spark service. Phil Spencer,
no.
turn these servers back on.
Oh no, what have you done?
No, we all know that happens all the time when we try to play Spark. We can't get connected to servers, Phil Spencer. We're talking to you. Turn these servers back on.
It would be nice.
No, here's my problem with coffee though. I have like this chocolate creamer and it makes my coffee taste like hot chocolate. So
Okay.
it's really good, so I keep drinking it. And
You can still you can drink hot chocolate. There's no caffeine in chocolate.
that's true. Maybe I'll switch to hot chocolate.
Gonna say.
So what are we gonna make to?
Yes.
What
Enough talk about
today?
coffee. Okay. Well, you mentioned the death animations, and as I am apparently famous for this, other people remember me for making it. I thought we'd have a look at the death animations and create some of our own new ones. So I'll just put a goblin.
I'm gonna watch yours and learn from you because I don't know how to do it.
Okay. Well, put a goblin in your world. We'll use goblins. They're nice and easy to do stuff with. Okay.
Goblin check.
Goblin check. Now he'll have a standard default enemy brain in his brain. So just we'll put in test mode. Just kill him.
Kill him? Okay.
Yeah, right. And you'll see that he'll fall on his front or his back. It's random. There's one or two things it will do. He went on his front. So he went on his front, and then he'll explode in an explosion. Now that's the death animation for a goblin, and that is activated when its health is at 0, or there is a command to kill the goblin. So every time you attack it, its health will go down and down and down, and then it'll die. Now, if you go into his brain, there's nothing in there about death at all. There's no code. It doesn't tell it what to do. It's an automatic thing that it does, and it will do it regardless. And you can't change it, and you can't turn it off. But what you do is you say when started to, and then in combat properties, health and defense. No, where is it? I've lost it. There it is at the top. I'm an idiot. There. When started to is dead, you set a boolean. So you set a boolean up
Oh, and I
called
get
dying.
confused with booleans. What's booleans under values?
Values, yeah. It's the yin yang symbol. Yeah, there we go. So when started to is dead, dying equals true. That's what you want to do.
Hold on, I'm stuck.
So go to
I
boolean.
click
New boolean. Yeah.
new boolean variable. Do I name it?
Yeah. Name it. New boolean. You haven't selected it. Select it.
What should I call it? Death?
Dying. Or death. Doesn't matter.
Dying.
Yep.
Okay.
Equals true.
Boom.
No.
Oh,
No.
equals. I thought you said.
True. True.
I thought you
True.
said 3.
True. That's it.
My
In there.
bad.
That's it. That's right. In there. True. Right. Okay. So now we can put in when dying. Yeah, copy it. Yeah. Okay. When dying. And then, ooh. As child line to that, we can put whatever we want in for animator. So let's start off with a simple one. Go into appearance, go to pace equals 0.2.
1.2.
0.2. 0.2.
It's that English accent, I tell you.
Sorry.
I'm just kidding. Okay.
That
I
and my
get it.
horrendous speech
Wait, I
impediment.
don't have a 0.2.
No, you have to create one.
Oh, we're getting tricky now. Math. Wait, no.
Equals. No, equals. Equals. Top one. Top. You had it there. That's it.
I need to make a new number variable.
Yep. New number. New number. New number. The top one. That's it.
So that's gonna just slow him down big time, isn't
Right.
it?
So that. Let's see what that does.
Wait, I got a question. What is it normal speed? Is normal speed 1?
1. Normal speed is 1.
Okay. Gotcha.
So he's running around perfectly normal to start with. And now look, he's slowed right down. You can see
Oh, it's like the Matrix or something.
it's like, yeah, so it's slowed right down to, you can see how
That's
long the
awesome.
death animation is. Okay.
Yes, we need blood now.
He's still doing stuff. He's still running. He's still moving. And then he'll go bang. So it's really slow. 0.2 is a great
That's
effect.
still awesome.
He's still going for it, and then he'll go bang. There you go. Right, okay. So that's changed to death animation. Okay? That's the first step.
That's
You've changed the death
that's
animation.
awesome.
It's done. Right. Now, looking at that, you're thinking he tends to die a little bit too long. It's a bit of a long-winded death, that. So, you can put a timer in. And we'll say, I don't know, 3 seconds. Let's give it 3 seconds. And we'll
Sorry, I
check.
wasn't paying attention. I was tweeting something. Sorry.
That's all right.
I'm
So
a
you
bad student.
That's okay. So we're adding another line to our. That's it. It's child line. That's it. So countdown of 3. And we'll change the pace back to 1.
Oh, so when he lands, then it'll speed back up.
Yeah, should do. I mean, I think 3 seconds is enough, but I mean, you play about with it and try and get the timing. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. See what he does.
Oh crap! He's beating the crap out of me. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's good. You're
Yeah.
awesome.
So that will speed that. So that's better, right? So that's a death animation.
Hold on, I
We've done
gotta
it.
add. I gotta add one thing to my character. So when I learn something from you, he'll cheer. So I'm going to my controllers and pressing D. Xbox D-pad up. My guy will do an emote and cheer whenever I learn something.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna add a controller thing. Right trigger. For each of enemies. Ooh. Oh, damn. Kill it.
Where's for each of?
It's with the logic timing, the one with the clocks.
I just typed it.
It has equals
You're so smart, I can't keep up.
0. Sorry. I'm just adding.
I'm doing it.
What I'm adding is a
I'm doing it the
kill
easy way.
switch. A kill switch for our goblins, so we don't have to fight them necessarily if we don't want to.
Oh, okay. What does this do again? Hey, oh, hold on. What's up, Ghost? How you doing today? Good morning. What's up, Ali? I'm doing good. I'm drinking coffee and we're learning on Project Spark. I hope you guys are doing good. Okay, explain what this line of code did again.
Right. Actually, I need a pressed in there. Sorry, missed pressed. This is a kill switch for our goblins, so that while we're making our death animations, we can kill our goblins instantly without having to fight them. This will sort this out. So we'll check it out. It should work. When press the right trigger. Yeah, he's dead. Boom.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, so we don't need to
Look,
fight our goblins.
watch my guy. He's gonna cheer because he learned something. Yay! Yep. What's up,
Found your stream.
Sean?
Ah, they want to know if Project Spark is back in business. Sadly, no.
We're gonna make it that way.
Sadly, no back in business. However, if you enjoy Project Spark, you can still play and you can still share and you can still play with other people. And co-streaming is a great way of playing with other people. Actually, I've discovered this is even better than multiplayer.
It is.
It is. It works.
Awesome.
It works better than multiplayer ever did. Right. Okay. So now we've got a kill switch and we've got our goblin and we've done a really simple death animation. So I'm going to put a logic cube in my world. Now you won't have these. So this is going to be me showing some of the death animations that I've done. And in
All
my
this stuff you did?
yeah, and all the I'm just going to take out this lovely code that I did in my goblin, and instead I'm going to say once add brain. You don't need to do this.
I'm gonna make blood while you're doing that.
Oh, okay, good idea. Okay, so logic cube, brain gallery. Okie doke. What have we got? Shrinker. Okay, so this is a shrinking death animation. And as you can see, it's very similar to the last one we did. So it's exactly the same. And I noticed that instead of... I used the long form of this. So before it was just dying. I got dying equals true. That is exactly the same. So you can delete that, and that's exactly the same. So dying equals true, and dying is exactly the same. So we're going to set our pace to 0 as soon as he's dying. So he'll freeze into position. And then after 2 seconds, he'll start to shrink. And then we'll make him invisible, and then we'll destroy him. So let's see what this does. Please tell me I've set that up right. So I've got our goblin, and I'm going to kill him. So, did you see that? He shrank.
Wait, do that again.
Explode. Right,
Oh,
do it
okay.
again.
Wait. I didn't see it very good.
Okay. Are we ready? Here is our goblin. I've killed him. He shrunk. And he explodes.
That's awesome.
Okay.
I like that one. That's cool.
Now, the explosion effect is the default effect on the goblin. And if he gets into playing his death animation, he's always going to do that explosion effect. That sort of lightly blue and pink explosion. That's always going to happen. So if you don't want that, there's another method of doing a brain. But we'll go through these. So that was the shrinking brain. What else we got? Vampire dusting. Okay. Now you'll notice this time I've got destroy after death is set to false because I don't want it to disappear when it dies, because I'm going to do something different to it. But actually with vampire dusting it doesn't really matter. But so here we go, and this time I'm going to kill him. He's going to go bam.
Nice. Love the dust cloud.
So he explodes into a dust cloud. So he doesn't fall to the ground.
Ali says we sound good.
We sound good. Excellent. Good. So that's that death animation. Now, I better show you one that is slightly different. This one. Right. Now, if you don't want the explosion effect and the goblin falling to the ground on his back or his front or whatever, then you have to create a death animation where the default death animation never happens. And how you do that is you make your creature immortal. So
Immortal.
Immortal, completely immortal. So it will never go into its death animation. You can still attack it,
Nice.
and its health will still go down, but it won't die when it gets to 0 health. But we're going to kill it when it gets to 0 health. So in this brain, its health gets to 0, and then we set our boolean die and equals true. Because it's immortal, it won't go into its death animation. So I'll show you what this one does.
See, we know who the smart one is around here. It's her.
Okay, so you press ready. I'm going to press trigger. I'm going to kill my goblin now. He's caught fire.
Ooh,
And
that looks awesome.
there you go. So that's right. Let's see what that looks like when I attack it. So you can see that.
I
Oops.
like that one.
So we'll attack the
I'll-
goblin. So you can still attack him. It's like he's on fire.
Oh, that's cool.
So he didn't go into his death animation.
be-
What I did is I got him to emote instead. So if you look at this brain, I've said stay in the position that you're in when you start to die. So as soon as your health gets down to 0, stay where you are. Emote mad. Go black. Play a burning aura on yourself, and then after 4 seconds, disappear. And that's it.
Nice.
Simple. And that's a good way of doing a death animation. Then you don't have to worry about the explosion and the falling and all of that. Because otherwise you have to set the pace to 0 to stop him, but it does freeze him, which is, if you want him to emote, that's no good. And because a death animation, the default one is an animation, and you can't play 2 emotes at the same time, you can't emote him while he's in his death state. So this is why you have to do it this way. But this is quite a good way of doing it, because you've got lots of flexibility of doing whatever you like, because you can make your own Kinect animation of a death. So you can have him waving his arms around or spinning or whatever you want. You can create any emote that is the death of your creature and put it in here. So and I'll show you. Actually, yeah, let's do the grave one. This was a popular one. This is using.
Oh, the graveyard burst.
Yeah, no. These work because this involves some other things, right? Oh, why am I attacking him when I can do that? Yeah, the grave thing's a bit high. This requires assemblies and things. I did try to save my assemblies before I came. So it pops a grave in this place with a gravestone when it dies. And
Awesome.
what that does is it creates temporary terrain at the position of the body as it lies there, and then puts a tombstone in the position. That was a little high, wasn't it? Let's lower it a bit because it was a bit high. Let's see.
Ollie says so much blood.
Oh, lovely.
Thanks, Ollie.
Very nice. Well, we'll do something with blood in a minute then. So there we go. He's dead. And there's his grave. Oh, it's still too high. Damn it. But okay.
How you make it? Oh, that's so cool.
It's because I changed the tombstone because I had the other tombstone before, and I changed it to that one so I could tell that I'd used it, and obviously settings are slightly different for each thing. But anyway,
That is awesome.
that's it. Let's do. What should we do? Right, I've got an assembly one. Let's see. I like this one. And I've changed this one slightly. Okay, so this one is an assembly. I think you can see, this is my goblin, and he's got an arrow in his eye.
Oh, cool.
And attached to the arrow is a FX gizmo, which is running the blood effect, which you're busy creating now there. Okay. Now the thing about this, I'm gonna have to change. Let's kill him. If I was to kill this guy just by beating him up, he just dies. Normal. Nothing happens. But if I shoot him, you get a different effect. Let's see, I'll equip myself with a crossbow. Any ranged through a gun. We've got an arrow, so you'd only do this if you've actually got your man with a crossbow. Otherwise, or bow and arrow or something. Otherwise, there's no point in doing it.
Ollie said he subscribed to you.
What, on
YouTube.
on YouTube? Excellent.
Mhm.
Okay.
I
So
put a link on this stream.
Fantastic. I will be putting more videos up as I go. So I'm going to shoot him with an arrow, and now, as you can see, his arrow's in his eye. He's bleeding, and then he falls over.
Oh, you gotta do that again.
I'm going to do that again.
That is, I got, yes, that
Hang on, let me
looks
get rid
so
of-
amazing.
Let me get rid of that one. Right. Okay, so if I beat him up, it won't do it. And obviously, he hasn't got a working attacking brain in there. But this is just the death brain in there. But so you attack him with an arrow, and he's got an arrow in his eye.
That is so cool. Oh, I love it.
It's better if he
love
lands on his back, but unfortunately, there's no way of fixing it so that he always falls on his back because it's a random thing. But if it lands on its back, it looks really good with the arrow stuck up. Now, he hasn't got his destroy after death turned off. I could change it. So, combat, health and defenses.
Hey, wait, one second. If anyone watches this later, I'm putting Phil Spencer and Shannon Loftus' Twitter handle in the chat. So if you want to help Project Spark get the servers back on, tweet these two people and ask them. Say, please turn Project Spark servers back on. I just put it in the chat, so hopefully people will tweet them. Ollie says not recommended to fight with her, because she's tough and smart.
So there we go. Oh, he's landed the other way around, so we can't see. He's still bleeding, look, you see, because his brain's still on.
Mm-hmm.
You can just about see the blood there. So, what do we want to make then? Should we make a new one? A brand new death animation. Oh my god!
Did you see that?
Oh wow! Go on, do that again. That was amazing. If a bit bloodthirsty.
That made blood squirt everywhere.
Oh my
Oh.
god. Jeez. That's a lot. That's a lot of blood. What what
That's
did
how
you
I
do to
roll.
the poor thing?
Oh, I like kind of did it differently without like coding anything. I just attached hold on, I'll show you. I just attached these two effects to the root of him, and then in this code I just set it underneath where you put this code at when the pace goes to
Yep.
0.2, then those two gizmos will turn on.
Yep. There you go. So you got the gist already. See, perfect. And see how much fun it is just to create your own death animations and then make it look completely different.
It is cool, and it makes games look so much more awesome.
Let's
I
see.
want to. Oh,
I just.
I want to see more of yours. If anyone watches on Mixer, I think there's some um buttons that you can press to interact on Mixer if you want.
Oh, I thought I
Don't
saved.
press the cuss word one though. Ollie says it's like a volcano.
I thought I saved my disembodied one, but I don't think I did.
Oh no! I
Oh,
hope you did. I'd like to see that.
there it is. There we go. Okie dokie. So, this guy. He breaks in half. Now, I think it looks even better if I change the... Oh. What? Oh, it's doing weird stuff. Stop, stop, stop. I don't know what's happened. I've lost... Oh, there we go.
Ollie says he's feeling bad for the monsters. Don't feel bad for them. They're just goblins.
Right,
They're pesky. They're pesky things.
I think it's this one. Arctic snow. And we want to make this red.
Ooh, I thought of a cold death animation. I have
Have
a
you-
challenge for you after
Oh,
you're
you have a
done
challenge.
thinking.
Okay. Right, let me just see if I fix this. I think I have. Yay!
Oh, that's awesome. Oh my god. That's so cool.
So it puts blood on the ground. So
And it
unfortunately,
stays there. That's
you can't change the materials in code. You have to do it before you start. So if you're going to have blood all over the floor, you've got to save one of your material slots for your blood. That's Arctic snow turned red, which I find is probably a nice coating of blood effects there.
hold on. Look at my screen. Are you talking about like these things, these templates at the bottom?
Yes. So they're numbered. All those slots are numbered. So you've got to free up one of your slots and put your colour in, and then whatever number that is. Just don't use it for your
Oh,
terrain.
okay, so it goes 1, 2.
Yeah.
I didn't know these were numbered.
Yeah, they're numbered across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., etc., etc. With the last one being your eraser, which is the empty world tile, which you can change. So that's your last slot.
Oh, did you say to change the eraser slot?
Yes. So change your eraser slot now to some grass. Or anything else. Doesn't matter what it is. Pick. Yeah, coast, I do.
Oh my god, I didn't know you could do that. That's crazy.
So that is a really good tip if you're making a world, because sometimes you paint around and then you get these little gaps where you've missed it, and you've got the empty world grid. This is a great way of getting rid of that. So you just pick an underlying tile that will fill the gap. So whatever is most likely to be the right tile. So if you're doing like a forest, just put a grass tile in there. Then you don't get the empty world grid anymore.
That is awesome. That's a good tip.
I quite like using that, putting either dirt or sand down, and then I put my grass over the top. So
Smart thinking.
set that as my. This is not another snowman, is
What?
it? What?
Ollie says, no, it's not a snowman, I swear. Ollie says this makes me want to smack my brother. Is that normal? Ollie, please don't let us encourage you to smack your brother.
No, because
That's
they
not
get
good.
bigger and then they smack you back.
That's true, or they shrink like on this game and their body parts fall off.
Right, you wanted to challenge me to make something. What was it you wanted to do?
Okay, I want to see this death animation. So, you kill the goblin, and then a coffin appears, and then the lid comes off the coffin, and the lid pops upwards, and then the coffin disappears, and then there's a skull or something. Something with the coffin appearing.
Something with a coffin.
You don't have to do it now, but it'd be kind of cool if you
Well,
did.
I'll see. That's it. Well, there's our goblin. Let's get rid of these. Let's get rid of these extra goblins. I don't need these. Oh, I've got. Oh, that's my blood
I'm gonna make
splatter.
a volcano while you're doing that.
Okay, so coffin. People think we've worked this one out in advance. We haven't. This is spontaneous. I may or may not be able to do this, but let's see.
See, we still learn on Project Spark.
All the time.
This death animation, though, this will be a good video for someone to come back into it, and you can actually see the coding and stuff, so I think that's awesome.
Yeah. If you go to my website, which is schoolofcodewithak.wordpress.com, a lot of these death animations I've written up all the code, so you just copy that.
Oh, nice. And that is linked in the description, so you can
Now then.
click on that. And definitely, if you watch this, if you watch this later on YouTube, click the link and subscribe to her because she puts out lots of awesome videos.
Right. My main problem here is going to be. Oh, I keep forgetting it's a Sunday. Is getting this coffin lid to open up. And
Oh, and later we're gonna show, reminding people that we are doing like a Christmas game jam kind of thing. So make sure you get your Christmas projects done and post them in the Project Spark Team Club. If you want to join Project Spark Team Club, just go to clubs and Xbox or Xbox One or Xbox One X, whatever you want, and just join the Xbox. It's called Xbox, or not, not Xbox. It's called Project Spark Team. Just search Project Spark Team and join our club. And don't forget to make Christmas stuff because Christmas is coming up. And we are going to show later on the stream one of the entries. So, and it's by Doomslayer, so that's pretty exciting. See, she's in deep thought now. I challenged her. She, she she's thinking so hard she can't talk.
No, I can't talk. In fact, why don't you play the video now while I make this, and you can come back to me and see if I've made
All
it.
right, while she's thinking, here's Doomslayer's video entry for the Game Jam Christmas time. There's no audio playing on the video.
Oh, good.
We'll talk during this video too. So this is, like I said, we're testing stuff, so if things don't work out, then I'll get it fixed next time. And no, I didn't get my new microphone yet. To answer your question, this is Doomslayer's Christmas project. That's awesome. He worked really hard on it. He's fighting a Yeti. Getting lots of presents. So we made it the goal to collect presents. Pretty cool. And like some of the presents, the triggers like doors and stuff. I think that's awesome. He's like an elf. Speaking of Yetis, that's the mic that I ordered, so hopefully I get that. Can you see the video okay, Ollie? You see a little elf running around, hopefully.
Hmm.
That's awesome. Did you post your Christmas thing yet?
You talking to me?
Yep. Yes, ma'am.
I haven't finished it yet. I'm still making it. Why isn't this working?
I like the Santa area too. That looks good. Santa's house. I hope you get it, Lady Lux. We only got 10 more minutes.
No, I know. Right,
I
don't wait.
challenged her.
I know you've
She
challenged
she
her,
has
yeah.
to get it. She's got to figure it out in 10 minutes. Look at the doggies. That's Santa's
Oh!
doggies. That's no, that's his reindeer. He should put antlers on their heads. And there's Santa Claus.
Woo!
Santa threw a present and hit him in the head. Alrighty, we are back. Let's see if she... No, she didn't. She's got 10 minutes. Oh wait, 9 minutes now. I'm gonna see if I can finish this volcano in 9 minutes also.
Uh...
Ollie, you can probably see chat now. Oh, before we go to, do you want to tell your story about where people can find Project Spark, like new copies in your story that you told me earlier?
Yeah, you can buy them online. Uh, if you go to shopping channel on Google or anywhere, there are people that are still selling Project Spark new, sealed, wrapped up discs. Because I think people had a large stock of Project Spark, and they're still selling them. I mean, people are still selling second-hand copies, but there are brand new, sealed, wrapped up copies that you can buy online. You can't get it digitally anymore, but you can get the disc. And I did check somebody that had bought the disc, and you do get Conco and everything else with it. You don't just get what was in the starter pack; you get the lot, which is really good.
And you said you do get the Conquer with it?
You do get Conco with it, apparently.
And how much was that European money? Or euros? How many euros was that?
Well, I've seen it for sale from as little as $1 up to $60, and I think that person was having a joke.
Well, if it, some people think it's hard to get still, so some people might be paying that much for it.
Yeah, well, I don't think they need to worry about it being quite as expensive as that.
Ali says in the chat it's not available on Xbox Store. Where did you see it? Did you
It's not available on the store.
where all did you
No.
see it?
Any if you go to Google and go to the shopping and just type Project Spark in, there's loads of people that are selling it. eBay are selling it. Amazon, you type it into Amazon, I think there are Amazon sellers that are selling it. I think.
I'm gonna look real quick on Amazon. After I get lost in Project Spark. Serious, like I could do this like all day long. Hold on, I'm gonna look on Amazon real quick. Amazon. I don't think she's gonna do it. Look at this. Bada Rilla's guy in the room. Project Spark $10. New $18, $9, 19. Oh wait, that's Ori in the Blind Forest. Yeah, it's still on Amazon, so go buy a copy, then you can make games with us. Or eBay or whatever, everything she said, go check them.
Well, I've done it.
No, and no, you can't get it digital. You did it?
Well, I've done a thing. Oh, hang on.
Oh, awesome.
I broke it. It was working lovely, and I broke it. Oh,
You broke the coffin?
I broke it. It was working nicely,
Die,
and I broke
goblin.
it. Hang on. It's this skull thing. Let's take the skull out. We don't need the skull. Annoying thing.
Sometime I'll stream that. Probably not anytime soon though. I do have Left 4 Dead 2, but I'm supposed to stream a bunch of other stuff first. She's down to 5.
I've done it. I've done a thing. So
She's under a lot of pressure.
here's our goblin.
And
I've killed him. There's a coffin. Oh, now the lid's just popped straight up. That's not what I want at all. Why is it doing that?
And while she's fixing that, don't forget to tune into Coffee, Casuals, and Consoles. It's gonna start in 30 minutes on OSNAP. It's Mel's channel. Make sure you sub to her so she can get to 1,000 subs so she can turn on Super Chat. Oh, and anyone who ever watches my streams, also I did fix all my donation links and stuff. So it'll all go to StreamJar, and because I had a couple people tip me and their names don't scroll across the top of the screen, but now it will. So just letting people know that too. Yeah, Left 4 Dead 2 is pretty cool. I want to get it on PC because there's a lot of PC games that you can just turn on and they work in virtual reality. I want to see if that one works. That'd be scary as heck. I played Alien Isolation in VR. That is so scary. You still got 4 minutes. You're good. I think you can do it. Lady Lex
I've nearly
is
done
under
it.
pressure.
I know. There we go.
Oh, to everyone watching this later, also, if you think of any good ideas for us to make stuff, or you want us to show you something, any challenges or anything, just put it in the comments or put it in the Project Spark team as suggestions. And we're going to be doing this like every Wednesday at 8 a.m. Central America time. And what time is it over there for you?
For at what time?
Whenever we do the Project Spark co-stream.
It starts at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So was it 8 hours ahead?
If you're in Europe, it's that time. Wait, what time zone are you in?
It's Greenwich Mean Time, GMT.
Yeah.
I'm trying to finesse this now. Let's see, what does this do?
Ali says he challenges us to do a waterfall. That'd be fun, actually. We could make an awesome waterfall. We'll have a contest next week. 2 minutes. Can she do it? And once again, don't forget to subscribe to LadyLexUK. Her channel is in the description. Make sure you sub to her and follow and um, watch us every Wednesday. Because if you do, you'll be.
Right. Does this do? Do.
Let's see that again.
Okay. Shall I shoot him? He is dead. It's a coffin.
Ah, that's cool.
The coffin opens up.
You
And
did
then
it.
skull. Hey!
You did it with like 30 seconds to go. Like, she's so talented, man, I tell you. She's good at this.
So there we go.
Okay,
There's...
everyone,
Yeah.
we will see you guys later. Do you wanna tell people where they can find you and say goodbye and stuff? Lady Lex?
I can tell everybody they can go away. Bye! What? I didn't hear what you said.
You want to tell everyone where they can find your channels and
Sure.
what your name of your channels and stuff?
Okay, if you want to go to my YouTube channel, it's LadyLexUK. If you want to go to my website, it's School of Code, spelled with a K, .wordpress.com, and you'll find tutorials for Project Spark, some articles, and also an archive of Project Spark videos of people's games with the Let's Plays that everybody has done on YouTube. And I'm busy cataloguing. There's over 560, I think, there now, and I'm adding new ones to it every day. So come and visit, and please leave comments and help us out. If you want to actually contribute, write tutorials or articles or anything like that, then please let me know, because I'd love more people to be involved in it. Okay.
And I have it posted up and on the stream right now, Project Spark Team, the club, and go to Xbox and follow, and then I'll send you an invite thing or whatever, and be a part of the club. We have 425 members and 491 followers. And I think I'm gonna do a post after the podcast later to have people try to watch this in your videos and see if they can think of some of their cool own death animations and post it in the club.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'll see if we can make some of those. That would be fun.
All right, everyone, and I am SuperSonicStation, and join us next Wednesday because it's going to be fun. And thank you, everyone, for watching, and we love you.
Bye.